Alex, you play the bass,
No, I play
guitar,
and singing.
space of variations. Back on a tour. We saw each other 3 years ago, but the interview didn't go well. The interview actually did go well, but the sound wasn't so good. So
Yeah.
hopefully will be better today. Um,
Yeah.
let's start with the serious stuff. How's your family? All things in the back in Ukraine
Oh,
at the moment.
I think the answer is super simple. It's still war there in Ukraine. It's this terrible stuff still happening, and we every day we check in news, talk to our uh, people there, to friends, to family, and it's not over. It's like still happening, and of course we always have this background in our thoughts. We always think about it. Uh, Always try to find the way how to calm down our families and how maybe bring them somewhere out of Ukraine. I don't know, because this air raids, all these explosions and all this stuff still happening, and we are beholders of this shit, and it's it's hard, really. We are here on tour. We are having like this tour vibe. We have everything that we love so much. We play shows. We feel this energy from people. We feel everything. This it's like our regular life. That's what we want. But uh, mentally, it's hard to be tuned 100% to this stuff because of war, and yes, it's still happening. But I want to say that our people in Ukraine and outside of Ukraine, they do miracles. This war, the war, it shows the worst and the best things in people, and looks like they tried. I mean, Russians. They tried to destroy our country, but everything looks like uh, like in inversion. People gathered together, and now I think we're stronger than ever. So I believe we will uh, end with this terrible war very soon, and normal, progressive, and peaceful world will win. That's what I can
Alex,
say.
how far are you from the front line so we have a better understanding?
Uh,
The band or your family at the
uh,
moment?
you mean if I have somebody from front line?
The band, where do you come from? Where do you come from? It's a front.
Oh
How far are you
no,
from the front line?
uh,
What
we came from center of Ukraine,
okay.
but I want to say that maybe somebody know, maybe somebody not. Like we have modern war there. It's not about one man sitting in a bush or in a house and shooting other guy from window. It's not that kind. It's a war of artillery, war of missiles, and that missiles can fly 1,000 kilometers. So
Yes.
we live in the center. Is uh, like for Ukraine is safe place, safe place. It's not in the front, but still we have air raids because modern weapon, it's super terrible and it works on big distances. And for example, we were beholders this summer. We were beholders when three missiles fell right in the center of our city. It was like 1 kilometer from my house. I was in a bomb shelter, fortunately, and I heard this terrible sound that I will never forget. It was like something flying
Of course.
very fast, and then you hear this
Yeah.
super low sound and vibration. I feel that house was like shaking, and yes, they destroyed few buildings in the center of city. Many people died. It was like day. It was the middle of the day. People was walking around and cars and everything, like center of the city. So this was like the biggest, one of the biggest touch, like for the real,
when you really
to the
feel
real
it.
face, yeah, to the real feeling of this war. But uh, yeah, so it's not safe anywhere in Ukraine. Of course, the front line is the most terrible place, and they destroyed many cities, many villages. Of course, destroyed millions of lives, millions of destinies, and but yeah, it's not safe anywhere in Ukraine. So
Well, let's wish this war will end it anytime soon and everything goes back to the normal as much as possible, obviously. So, Alex, let's go back to the little bit more positive
of
thing.
course,
You back on a tour. We saw each other, as I already mentioned, 2019. You
yeah,
support Ginger at that time,
yeah.
and that's actually we guys met,
Yes,
and it was absolutely amazing show. The same thing tonight.
thank you.
Obviously, it's a little bit different. You touring. I just saw the whole tour list. It's like wow, it's like a whole month on a tour,
Yeah.
and you basically in the 1/3 of that at the moment. So how this is for you to feel back forget the war, not the moment,
Yeah.
back on a tour after the, let's say, almost 2 years no tour. I don't know if guys you touring or not between or have just a couple shows.
Uh,
I don't know.
uh, there was one tour also with Ginger in 2020, I think,
Hmm.
when all this COVID stuff happened into all the world.
Yeah.
They like was able to book a tour somewhere people was sitting, no mosh pits, no this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and we played with them together with them. This was, I think, the last tour before the pause. Few tours that we tried to book was postponed because of COVID, and last tour that we booked with King 810, 810. Um, this tour was cancelled because of war. So
Yeah.
yes, we did not tour. We did not make tours, and we, to be honest, we're super happy to be here. It's like our normal life. It's like touch to normal life, and we understand. Also, we understand that we have some mission, like no art for us now. It's like a loudspeaker. We can talk to people around the Europe, around the world. We will go to USA after this tour, and we will talk to them. We will say what we see from inside, and we'll say thank you for support, of course, because we know that progressive world supports us. So yeah, we're super glad, and um, I don't know. It's like it's like um, something that we like the most. So I don't know.
So this is the first tour after the lockdown, like a proper tour.
After the lockdown, yes.
Okay.
After the lockdown, yes. But one was in 2020 is like during the lockdown. Somewhere restrictions was lower, somewhere higher, but
Yeah.
we made this
A
tour too.
couple
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
Um, you just release a new album. Are you about to release a new album? I think
We released new album like
two,
around
two,
two
two,
weeks
two
ago.
weeks ago. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the name? Forgot the name.
Imego.
Imego. That's how
Imego.
you pronounce. Because I was trying to say, guys, how do you pronounce Imego? Yeah.
Imego, yes. I
Imego.
think it's I Google it. Yeah, because I didn't know how to pronounce it, but I Google it and I found videos on YouTube when when a guy said that it's Imego, and
Imego.
yeah,
So what's
uh,
this album about, Alex?
Imego. It starts from the name, from the title. I mean, Imago is a term from entomology. Entomology is a science about insects.
Mm-hmm.
insects. So they have many states of life, insects, I mean, and the final state when you see like adult
Mm-hmm.
insect, it's called imago.
Ah, okay.
Imago. So this album is like a metaphor to to be on the next level, on the highest level, maybe, or something
Okay.
like this. So we feel that we not kids, I don't know, we feel like we grew up and feel that this release is something new for us. We tried to to be more serious, I don't know, more serious, yeah, I think, more imago. So
More
yes,
Imagine.
so this album is like a metaphor, and because we like this metaphors and word games, like, I mean, play with words, I mean.
So
So
you
yes,
so you doing the music
we
in a
do the
band
music together.
together?
Like on this record, I don't know, many sketches for songs were made by me. Some were made by Anton, our bass player, and then uh, came to studio and tried to find the final vision, make some small details, and in the end put lyrics on it. So that's how it works. So yes,
Okay.
somehow I wrote the music, but of course not the whole album. Yes.
Right. When you go on a tour, with the band, what do you guys listen in a van or in a bus when you're touring?
To be honest, in the van, uh, uh, earlier, like before, in our first tours, we listened to a lot of music. We liked to use this Bluetooth speaker. I mean Bluetooth. I don't know how it calls. Yeah,
The boombox, yeah,
yeah, boombox. Yeah,
yeah.
and listen to some stuff on back seats loud and sing together or something like this. But now we love the silence.
Mm-hmm.
When you tour enough, when you tour many times, you feel that you need to have rest as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we listen to something, to maybe some new releases of our friends, or some like driving music on
Mm-hmm.
low volume, but we of course listen to music somewhere when we like live in hotels. For example, this tour started from Czech Republic. We lived a few weeks there, prepared to tour. We lived there in small village, and one of the main songs of this period was uh, Mr. Kitty, After Dark, and it's like super atmospheric stuff. We listened to it a lot of times. Like,
Yeah.
it's a soundtrack of that period. So
Okay.
that's the answer. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Alex, is there anything else you'd like to add before I let you go? Something I forgot?
Um, I don't know what can we add. Um, I want maybe I want to repeat one more time, or I did not say it before. um, if somebody maybe want, you can try to listen to our new record, to our previous records. Maybe you will like it. I hope you will like it. Try to read the lyrics. It's super important for us because we put a lot in this art piece. Like, we try to make everything perfect, and it's really interesting. I believe you will find your reflection in our songs, in our lyrics, and of course, support art, because art, we know now that art it's a super powerful tool to express yourself, to express your vision, and to express your reality. And this tool give us this opportunity to be here and speak about our homeland, about this situation, and um, remind people to support Ukraine and support normal, peaceful world. So, and of course, thanks to everyone who supports us all around the world.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.